Hey guys! In this video, I'll talk about some intriguing story-driven games you might not have heard of. Let's start with Hellpoint, a Souls-like RPG set in a sci-fi universe. The story takes place on a space station orbiting a black hole, where you must explore and uncover the cause of a catastrophe that awakened ancient gods. The game has an incredible atmosphere, capturing the essence of space, an enormous dead station, infinite emptiness, cold, darkness, and mysticism. There's a wide variety of enemies, large complex locations with hidden loot, pleasing graphics, and good optimization. Gameplay-wise, it's similar to Dark Souls with familiar combat mechanics. You have the standard set of strong and weak attacks, along with some basic combos. Instead of bonfires, there are rifts that you can travel between, and after death, you'll have to retrieve your loot from where you died. One unique aspect is the dynamic environmental impact on gameplay. Depending on the station's position in orbit around the black hole, enemy stats, spawn locations, and numbers will change. In Spiritfarer, you take on the role of a ferryman for the souls of the deceased. Your job is to build your boat, explore the world, and communicate with the souls until they find peace. The game offers around 50 hours of magical gameplay, including gardening, building, crafting, fishing, collecting, cooking unique recipes, jokes, and hugging beloved characters who must eventually be sent through the door of eternity for their final journey. The game is so heartwarming and engaging that you won't want to leave. Every farewell moment is very touching and sad. If you're up for spending several hours gathering and chatting, accompanied by an excellent storyline, minigames, and beautiful graphics, I highly recommend giving it a try. Gedonia is an old-school RPG with classic gameplay but modern graphics. You'll explore an open world full of dangers, visiting cities, dungeons, swamps with monsters, and more. A great feature is that not everything can be solved with brute force, as some quests require you to think. There's also crafting and building, where you can create a solid base with areas for a house, crafting, raising animals, growing plants for potions, and cooking food. The Sinking City is an adventure thriller set in an open world inspired by the works of Lovecraft. This world is filled with supernatural creatures and the atmosphere of the 1920s. The protagonist is a detective who arrives in a city plagued by supernatural floods to deal with mysterious visions that haunt him. You'll investigate the city and various cases, searching for clues, piecing together facts, solving puzzles, and battling both humans and monsters. The game doesn't hold your hand with easy hints, so you'll need to be very attentive. Assassin's Creed Rogue. Rogue brings together the best of the series. It has an excellent story with well-executed missions, and all the extras are relegated to side quests, most of which are quite different from what we've seen before. This is mainly because the enemies are assassins who use completely different tactics, making even a simple base assault an interesting experience. Traveling through the city is now quite dangerous, as an assassin might jump out from around a corner, from a rooftop, or even from a nearby haystack. The naval aspects, including sea battles and boarding ships, are particularly well done. The only thing excluded from the standard formula is diving, which makes sense given the cold water that would drain your health quickly. Vampyr is a third-person action RPG about vampires set in post-World War I London. The protagonist is a military surgeon turned vampire, struggling to hold on to his humanity while needing to kill to survive. Human blood gradually unlocks new supernatural abilities. The game isn't for everyone, with its unique atmosphere and style focused heavily on story and investigation. It's more about the people of that time than vampires. You can explore the streets of London, get involved in its problems, and try to help people. The city is built as an open world with large areas connected by passages. You can move freely between districts from the beginning, and the world constantly changes based on your actions. UnderRail is an isometric old-school RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world. The story takes place in the distant future, where life on the planet's surface has become impossible. Humanity now lives underground in vast cities connected by subway tunnels. As someone who has played over 130 hours, I can say this is a true RPG with extensive build options, a rich set of perks, a well-thought-out crafting system, a large and grim world, and a unique experience system that encourages exploration. Don't be deceived by its simple graphics or seemingly straightforward gameplay. The game has balance, an excellent storyline, and a well-developed world. Persona 4 Golden is a solid JRPG where you play as an ordinary Japanese student who gets caught up in a mysterious story, balancing daily life with heroic deeds. The developers managed to make the everyday life aspect almost more captivating than the heroic side. You have an investigation to handle, you need to save the world, but you also have to study well, spend time with friends, work part-time, develop your best qualities, help others, tend to a garden, pet cats, fish, and do many other things. All of this is done exceptionally well. After the game introduces you to the main characters, watching their relationships unfold is always interesting. There's so much to do that sometimes you can't keep up and have to turn down some characters. It's truly a fantastic game with an engaging story and mechanics. This Land is My Land is a dynamic stealth action game in a living open world that evolves over time independently of the player's actions. The protagonist is a Native American fighting against the colonization of his homeland. A key feature is procedural generation, making the game world change with each restart. Settlements will be located differently each time, and patrols will follow different routes. The game offers a full-fledged single-player campaign as well as a series of challenges. Tyranny. Have you ever wanted to play as the bad guy? Everyone has wished to be the antagonist at some point, to save no one and have some evil fun. Few games allow you to become pure evil, but this is one of them. Here, you'll enforce the will of a tyrant in a conquered world, acting as both judge and executioner. It's a classic RPG where your decisions will shape the world, battles are fought with tactical pauses, and you operate in the interests of the dark side. You'll need to assemble a party of 4 characters and progress through the storyline. Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. The Witcher Tales is a single-player RPG with elements of card games and visual novels, based on the popular Witcher universe. You play as the Queen of Lyria and Rivia during the First War with Nilfgaard, where you'll have to make tough decisions and engage in card battles that use mechanics from Gwent, tailored to fit the story. Your role as a commander involves wisely using your army's unique skills and abilities to lead it to victory. You'll travel through various locations, each with a unique theme, participate in battles, make decisions that impact the game world, and solve unusual puzzles. Blacksad, Under the Skin. Under the Skin is an interactive noir detective game based on a comic book series where all the characters are anthropomorphic animals set in 1950s America. John Blacksad, a cat detective, must unravel a web of intrigue. This is one of the best interactive detective games of recent years. The developers have captured the excellent atmosphere of 1950s crime novels, the kind where the main characters wear wide-brimmed hats, smoke cigars, live in a world full of lies and corruption, but despite all the difficulties, remain human and do their job. Gujian 3 is an action-adventure RPG with an interesting plot set in a fantastical world inspired by ancient China. You'll experience a magical Eastern story, a cozy atmosphere, a remarkable visual style, a well-designed combat system, and an unforgettable journey. Alongside the engaging story, there's solid combat, a decent RPG system, home building, beautiful graphics, crafting, and some other features. 3 companions will also accompany your hero, and you can use their special abilities. Like a Dragon Ishin is an action-adventure RPG in the Like a Dragon series. The game is set in Kyoto in 1860, where the protagonist seeks to find his father's killer, clear his name, and restore his honor. He is destined to end the era of the samurai and change the future of Japan forever. The game allows you to use 4 fighting styles: swordsman, gunman, unarmed combat, and a mix of katana and pistol. Side quests include dungeon exploration, and there are plenty of mini-games to enjoy between the story missions. Wild West and Wizards is an adventure-action RPG with an open world, character progression, and item and skill upgrades. What sets the game apart is the ability to use magic alongside firearms, as well as the Wild West setting with many unique locations, puzzles, criminals, loot, and quests. There's a hardcore map without a player position marker, so you'll have to rely on landmarks and a compass for navigation, which adds to the challenge and excitement. There are also stealth elements, providing diverse tactical approaches to gameplay. The Image Game channel was with you. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.